be going live at this time, but I have about uh, 20 minutes to before my next appointment, and so I decided that I would go live. Live. What I want to talk to you about is you waiting and possibly procrastinating. So if you have been waiting for just the right time, just the right circumstances, I want you to know that today, right now, this is your sign. This is your confirmation for you to start, jump, begin, do it, take a step. This is your sign because none of us know what we're doing, okay? None of us are experts. All of us had to begin at a certain time. And so you waiting is really you procrastinating. Because even if when you decide to do it, you're still going to be new at it. You're going to be learning. You're going to be adjusting. So you waiting until there is no perfect time. There is no perfect time for you to begin. The time for you to begin is now. Because, even as I started my whole YouTube journey, YouTube shorts, even on this YouTube live, I normally would go live because I think I had to be at home, in my office with just the right lighting. I'm in my car. And if I continue to keep waiting for the perfect time, then by the time I get home, I'm tired. I got to eat. I got to get up to go to work in the morning. Like the circumstances will never be perfect. That is why you just have to begin. And it is in the starting and the beginning and the learning that you will pick up what you need along the way. But if you never start, you're going to be stuck. And that is one of the things that I think is hurting us the most, is because we don't want to look like a beginner. But if you are always the expert at what you do, that means that you are in your comfort zone and you're stuck. And you know, um, Gary V. I remember him saying a few months ago that the kind people, the healed people, we have to be louder. And I was like, you know what? That is so true because there's so much negativity and arguing and in the world that I have committed to using my voice and being louder and talking about the tools that I have used and am still using to help me heal, because that is what it is going to take. It is going to take the kinder, nicer, healing humans to be louder, because that's going to change the world. That's what it's going to take. And I am encouraged to do that. I am encouraging you to do that in whatever way you feel like you need to do it. This is your sign. You've been waiting on the sign. This is it. We're going to all get in the arena. You're going to write the book, start the business, go to therapy, go to counseling. You're going to work out, eat right, drink water, mind your business. You're going to do all the things that you've been telling yourself that you were going to start doing. Do it today, right now. There's no better time than the present. And even, I am in this place of stretching and doing things that I would not normally do, and doing things that I have always done, but doing them in a different way. So let me give you an example. So for 9 years, I owned a brick and mortar. Um, they're called paint and sips. So mine was my most center masterpiece. Great business, loved it. COVID hit, and not just COVID, but I was also feeling like maybe it's time for me to do something else because I also had another full-time job. And so I would leave work and go to work. It was a lot. And so when I decided to close the business after all that time, um, I noticed that I was really resistant to doing any kind of mimosa and a masterpiece. Like any, at first I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do mobile. I'm going to go to people's houses. Too much work. I did not want to do it. But I tried it, but then I was like, I don't want to do it. And so then, finally, after a year after I decided to close the business, my website got hacked. So then I was like, okay, well, I can't do it because the website is gone. And then the next thing was I literally changed my voicemail on my phone not to say Mimosa and a Masterpiece. So I was like, okay, I'm finished with it. I'm good. But God was like, you're not the boss of me. I'm the boss of you. And what I'm realizing is I can do, I can still do it, but I can do it in a way that is more easy and filled with grace. So now I pick and choose the events that I'm going to do. And most of the time, those events are done for people who I know, care for, I have a relationship with, because I know that it's going to be a win win for everybody. The reputation that my business has is super, like, I appreciate it so much. And I also know that I can do the same thing in a different way. Eating is one of those things. We all got to eat, but I can eat healthier. I can drink more water. I can drink tea. All of the things that I would normally do, I can do them in a different way. And I can start doing them right now, right today. And so I just want to encourage you that whatever you have been waiting to do, I'm encouraging you to take one step, do one thing that's going to get you in in the direction, start it in the direction that you want to go, that you've been wanting to go, that you have watched people go. Like, it's time for us to move out of the sidelines onto the field. It's time for you to um, stop being so much of a consumer and be a producer. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you have been stopping yourself from doing, and it's really none of my business. What I am encouraging you to do is to take a step. My coach tells me, Tajuana, just take one step to the left. Just take one step. And that step will lead you to take the next best step. But being frozen and watching people do the thing that you have not yet had the courage to do is not working. That's not, I mean, you come on, we got every you got to do it scared. You got to do it unprepared. You got to do it not knowing how it's going to work out. Because it may just work out. But you won't know that it is going to work out if you don't take the steps for it to work out. This is your sign. This is your sign to do it. Because listen, none of us know what we're doing. None of we are just we are learning as we go. I have a I've been doing videos for years. I got a YouTube channel. I got a podcast, and I just this week bought a camera that I'm thinking is going to allow my videos to look clearer, crisper, higher definition, all of those things. I just did that. I've had a podcast for 4 seasons, and I'm learning to use this camera instead of my older um, iPad, MacBook, I think it's called. You should always be learning, always trying new things. And as you do that, you will have to ask for support. I asked somebody today, hey, I bought this new camera. I tried to figure out how it worked. Can you help me? Because I still am a student in many areas of my life. I teach. I am a life coach, but I'm also a student. I go to therapy twice a month so that I can be healed. And I want to encourage you, if you've been thinking about going to therapy, this is your sign. This is your sign to go, because you are not responsible for the hurt that you received from other people. You're not responsible for that, but you are responsible for healing it. And if you are waiting for the person who hurt you to apologize, that's probably not going to happen, because they're waiting for the person who hurt them to apologize. And everybody's just waiting. If you've been thinking about that, this is your sign. Go to therapy. Do the thing that you have had a desire to do, that you've been wanting to do, that when you see other people do it, you're like, "Oh my gosh, that's what I need to be doing. If I did that, this is the way I would do it." That's what you're waiting for. That's what you're waiting for. Okay? We are waiting, the world, the universe, your community, your family. We're waiting for you to do the thing that you have been created to do. I hope you are inspired. I hope that you use this as a sign, because somebody is waiting for you to do the thing that only you can do so that you can inspire them. It is a cycle. I inspire you, you inspire somebody. The person who you inspired, they inspire somebody else. It's all about us taking steps, learning new things, starting new processes, doing it scared. And, um, I call it, my greatest desire is I want to leave this place greater than what I found it. That's my goal. And so I have to go because I got to make it to my appointment on time. But I just wanted to come and encourage you in any way that I could. This is your sign. Take the step. It's time.